Hi, this project is called Magical General Store. It is based on the city of Zara. It's an environment where you can interact with memories. So the first thing I'm going to do is to find the store. This is a small environment, but it's easy to get lost. So I've marked these trees with different colors and size. Oh my god, I'm lost, I think. Yeah, here. Oh, I think I've passed it. It's easy to get lost, really, so. Oh. I see pink, the house is just, yeah, it's here. So this is the store. The exteriors of this building is based on a Japanese manga, and the color and style are all very, Japanese. So we have a house, we have a little dollhouse with the name Sandy written on it. We have a poster that says this Saturday free bus trip to Lalajee. So this castle is actually what I built for the first submission. So it is of some use here. And this is the van that's mentioned on the poster. And here we have some boxes with some words written on it. Savoy truffle. It's actually the clue to one of the so-called puzzles in the first scene. And then we have an ice cream, a fridge for ice cream, and we have some advertisements. And it sounds a bit ridiculous, but if you want, this is a world with very weak gravity. So if you want, you can actually jump up the van and then up the roof, and then you can enjoy the whole view of the place. So there is this mountain, snow-capped mountain, and there's this train that just runs round and round. It will appear on the other side again. And this skybox, it's just a rotating sphere. Okay, I think that is all for the environment. There are I think there are some details in the texture. For example, like this van, it says magical mysterious tour, and on the back glass it says nice and slow. And then we have this back door with a letter slot, and a pet door with colored tapes. And also we have this milk box with a letter sticking out of it. And on a window frame we see words Zara 1970, and also all kinds of symbols, patterns. And on this window we see some scribbles. Thank you, Mr. Jones. So we know that this store is owned by Mr. Jones, and he has a dog named Sandy. He has a van on which he takes children in town on weekly trips, I suppose. So now let's go into the house. These advertisements, I need to redraw all these things. I did this at the last minute and they look ridiculous. Okay, so when I mouse over the door, there's a message: click to open, close the door. So I click the door and it actually plays a sound. I'm not sure if you can hear it. It's the sound that I recorded in my room. That's the sound the door makes every time I open or close it. And these floating marshmallows, when you approach them, they will just fall down. This is inspired by a scene in the movie Big Fish, and when Ed Bloom met his girl, and time seemed to slow down, and everything was in slow motion, and there were popcorns floating in the air, and inspired by that, I made this scene, this floating stuff. When I approached them, just fell down. So this is my first scene. I can close the door. And my first scene, so we have, it's obviously a candy shop. We have we have marshmallow jars on the left side, and we have chocolates and drinks on the other side, and also on the counter we have a candy floss machine and a candy floss, and also ice cream. Oh, that marshmallow is still floating there. Never mind. So you can interact with these jars. When you mouse over them, there will be a letter showing on the left bottom of the screen, and also a hint on top of the screen. So in this scene, you suppose every jar represents a letter, and you're supposed to join these letters into a word. Just click them in the correct order and they will disappear. So, for example, for the first one, the hint is they are meant to be, milk and egg. So I know the answer. It's we have TACSDRU. I think the answer is custard. So let's go to C, and so that's the right answer. And so the jar disappears. I've collected it, and it plays a little sound. The sound clip is also recorded by me. I just did it by tapping my glass with a pen. So the second word is you, but let's try doing it the wrong way. Let's try T. So nothing happens, and it also played a sound. It was the sound of my glass hitting the table, hitting a wooden desk. So let's just do it right. C U cus S T A R D. Yeah, okay. The rest are the same. The second one, like great with tea, BUS and stuffed biscuit, and all this kind of stuff. Okay. Well, on the other side we have chocolate. 16 boxes of chocolate, but actually it's one puzzle. It's a phrase, and the hint says it is on the red box behind the van. So we'll remember the red box, and it says Savoy truffle. So that is the answer. But I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to go through all these. Not going to go through all these, but I will show another feature, that is the incoming letters. So I've set a trigger in each scene. When you hit that trigger, a letter will, you will receive a letter. So I think, I don't remember where it is, and let's just try it. Perhaps it's here. Oh yes, so here is a pop-up message. I don't know if you've seen it. The red message says you have a letter, check the back door, and it played a sound recorded also in my flat, the sound of the letter slot that wakes up the whole building every morning. So yeah, the letter, and if you mouse over the letter, it will show you the content. So it says, Dear Mr. Jones, today I skipped class for the first time. I dare not tell my parents, and blah blah blah. So you see, Mr. Jones is he not only sells products, daily goods, but he also provides advice to people, you know. So this is inspired by a book by a Japanese writer, the book called The Miracles of the Namiya General Store. So Namiya, Mr. Namiya-san, he is the owner of a similar store like this one, and he you can put letters through this slot, and he will give you a reply, and he will put the reply in the milk box that we've just seen. So we've read the letter, we click on it, it disappears. I think it would be interesting to make this feature, make a web version of this project, so that you can interact with the online people in real time. They can send you stuff, and nicely animated and that kind of thing. So yeah, we can do the same with all these things. Find the pattern, like name of candies in the Good Morning assortment. Actually, the chocolate box says Good Morning. It was a brand that no longer exists. Now let's go to the second scene. So you notice when you mouse over the back door, it says it would take you further into the world of memory. So the back door is like a portal. I use it to switch scenes. So when we click on it, a particle, a bit awkward, will appear, and now we are in a second scene. Second scene is a manga shop. I used to love manga a lot, and we have some books on the left side, and also this little weird creature on the counter. It's actually called a Totoro. Not sure, it's a fictional creature, I think. And on the other side, there are more Totoros and some other toys. This is Doraemon. I'm not sure if the pronunciations are right, but also a fictional character. It's actually a cat, a robot cat, and it has this magic pocket. It has all sorts of interesting tools in its pocket. This is a robot cat from the future. Okay, so in this scene, the task is so when we mouse over these books, the clues become sentences. So the task is to read through these sentences and make them into a dialogue. I'm not gonna do it. It might take me some time, but maybe I should try to trigger the letter. I don't remember where it is. Oh, got it right. Good. I'm just trying to find the letter. That is for you to see what's up ahead. You shouldn't. Oh, where are the particles? Need to fix it later. Oh, got the letter. Check the back door, and there's the letter again. Oh, I haven't read it. Sorry. Okay, I think that's all for the scene. And also, you might notice that the house, the exterior of the house remains the same. I can open the door, and the exterior remain exactly the same. Actually, I just put the alternative scenes somewhere on the terrain, and when I click on the back door, I just move those things to this center place and move the original stuff to somewhere else. So let's go to the third scene, which should be a record store. So here we have a record store. You might notice that the stools, the cushions, and the mats, also the wallpaper, are changed with the scene. So in this scene we have some records, some vinyl records on the right and on the left side, and we have more records on the left side, some posters on the wall. We have a vinyl player on the table. If you mouse over it, it plays a piece. I don't know if you can hear. This is actually Spanish romance. And it is actually the clue. Spanish romance is actually a clue to this puzzle. All these 16 vinyl discs are a puzzle. Each one, you mouse over each one, they will play a piece of Spanish romance, and you are supposed to get the right order. This is the first one. Oh, the particles are really gone. And there's a little bug in here because I didn't notice that there are two pieces that are exactly the same. So there's a little problem in here. Yeah, and this one is about the evolution of the Batman logo. So I have the hint on the wall. It's really clear to see. Otherwise, I guess nobody can really tell. And here we have a Moog synthesizer. If you mouse over it, it plays the harpsichord version of the Beatles song Because. It is also the opening scene, opening song of the whole game, not the whole environment. But that one was an acoustic version. So, and this Because and the Spanish Romance are both generated by an app called Guitar Pro. I had meant to play it on the guitar, but the recording wasn't perfect, so I didn't do that. And here I got some fragments of an album cover. The albums are right above. So you're supposed to find the correct order and put them together. So I have tried to use GUI labels to display texts and images. And so let's see if we can trigger the letter, yeah? I don't, oh yes, here's the letter, got a new letter. It says, "Dear Mr. Jones, my bandmate and best friend is in trouble. He acts like a possessed man and keeps screwing up rehearsals. He would not talk to us and we do not know how to help him. David." This actually points at the ex-leader of Pink Floyd, Syd Barrett. He was I think he he was in a really troubled mental state. I guess it was because of the psychedelic drugs he had taken from which he gets inspiration. Yeah, and I guess that is all for this environment for now. If you click the back door, it will take you back to the first scene, and you can just continue what you have finished, what you have started. The particles work alright here. I'm not sure. Check that before submitting. So thank you for watching. Sorry for this real long screencast. Yeah, and bye.